Easy money. Take it easy.
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please.
This is the residence of Zuria Destri, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted—
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's... Well, the young master's no longer with us. Oh. So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days...
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything.
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then, all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although, they were all things that happened before.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her...
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to... She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do!
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth, and the children who lived in it. Those patients, and what their doctors said back then. What? Dr. Jala Khan, have you seen a picture book?
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before?
Yes, this is it. That's right. If what Dr. Jala Khan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her...
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventure, and if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration, and there's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
We're here again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but...
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us?
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, and then she'll be able to recover, right, everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Oh! Be careful, brave adventurers! Here come the evil monsters that stole the crown! They're... these Cyclops! Let's beat them up!
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need to fear! Prince Thelxie looks stronger than ever today! He must be going all out!
Here comes the catch.
This is the final enemy, right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, Your Highness!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Time to go!
Commencing cleanup!
I'm sorry. I have to go.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie.
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. You're...
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place.
Wonderful. How wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this?
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it.
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the...
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the Rainbow Bridge and took a good look at... Huh? Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again.
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking to Thelxie?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signal.
Maman loves you too.
But I love you more, Maman.
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed...
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Maman will always hum for you.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream. And to...
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremine! Why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria?
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as—
That's wonderful!
Here, please take this picture book with you. The
But this is her son's story, right?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment...
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how—
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, you saw it too, didn't you?
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Silly churl. Billy churl. Silly Billy Hilly churl.